So there's a practice right now that we're working with that have just implemented something very unique that aligns to this. And that is this engineered experience that they create. So let me break it down. When patient comes in for their first appointment, they get a picture with the patient. It's a selfie from the provider and the patient, both there. Nice little touch. Now, what do? A couple of months later in that process, when the patient's at a point where they're happy during the next follow-up, is in the interim, they take that picture, they impose it on this fake newspaper article called like the Hearing Review with a headline, patient name has achieved better hearing. And it's worded slightly differently around that, aligned to the practice name. And it's a little like fake newspaper version that they then frame and they gift to the patient and say, hey, before you go, just want to gift you this. It's remember that picture that we've taken? Like just as a little fun thing. And it aligns to their brand name, so it's got a little bit of extra meaning, but I don't want to give too many details away. But essentially they ask for something there with a plan of how they're going to work it in the background to create a moment a little later in the journey that has power to it. And the impact that's having is pretty monumental. And it's a relatively small touch. It requires work, requires logistics, but not complexity, just logistics. And it creates a meaningful outcome.